Thank you very much, Eugenia. Mr. President, President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, my father, our leader, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, thank you very much, sir, for gracing this occasion this evening. The First Lady of our nation, the Mother of the Nation, Our Excellency Senator Oluremi Tinubu, OON, want to thank you very much, ma, for supporting Mr. President and for honoring us at this event here this evening. The Senate President of the Republic of Nigeria, Senator Godswill Akpabio, GCON, the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Dr. Tajuddin Abbas, GCON, our father, the leader on whose name we have all also gathered here today, Professor Wole Soyinka. I want to respectfully also adopt the very well protocol by extending the courtesies to National Assembly members, Your Excellencies, but also to thank and to acknowledge the governor without an election, the governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, our own headmaster, Mr. Yemi Kaduso, and also all of his members in the finance world, managing directors of banks that are here, members of the creative industry, everybody that has been part of the National Arts Theatre. Thank you all very much, gentlemen of the press. I have the pleasure and the privilege to welcome you all, our guests, our friends, and well-wishers of Lagos State, to this historic occasion of the commissioning and restored, revamped National Theatre Igomu, Lagos, now renamed the Wole Soyinka Center for Arts and Culture. On behalf of the government and people of Lagos State, I extend our best and sincere wishes to our warmest welcome to you all. Let me acknowledge the presence of His Excellency, the Father of the Nation, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, under whose watch the story of Lagos began to change for the better a quarter of a century ago. Mr. President, now that you have devoted to the highest national assignment on our land, we especially cherish every opportunity to enjoy an homecoming from you at all times. And we are especially delighted to be hosting you on this occasion of the country's 65th independence anniversary. In the same city where the Union Jack was lowered for the last time and the green, white, green hoisted for the first time 65 years ago. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, today, history embraces us once again. We gathered not only to witness the commissioning of a renovated edifice, but to celebrate the rebirth of a national icon, the National Arts Theatre, now rightfully named as the Wole Soyinka Center for Culture and Creative Arts. This landmark is more than concrete and steel. It is the heartbeat of our nation's creative soul. It stands as a reminder that culture is not an accessory to development. It is the foundation upon which identity, unity, progress are built. Almost 50 years ago, in this same hall, Lagos hosted the Festac 77, a dazzling convergence of Africa and Black voices from across the world. It was here that we showed what was possible when culture led the way, when art became the language of unity. That same spirit lives here today. This historic festival took place here in this very complex. Some of the world's greatest artists, performers, intellectuals grace these halls with timeless theaters, music, dance, and enlightening conversation. It's correct to say that Festac 77 gave us the National Theatre, and the National Theatre, in turn, gave us Festac 77, demonstrating to the world that Africa and the Black civilization can indeed achieve when we put our minds and our hearts to it. Sadly, that moment has turned into a high point of this theatre. In the decades that follow, it fell into neglect, slowly becoming a shadow of its former self. It has remained proudly standing. That is until a few years ago, when the federal government of Nigeria, the Central Bank of Nigeria, the Bankers Committee, and humbly the Lagos State government all came together to embark on a massive restoration program. Lagos State is proud to have been a key stakeholder and a partner in this project, and we have demonstrated this in every concrete way. First, we ensure that the Blue Line Metro, which had dedicated stop here at the complex. Then the restoration began. We contributed a sizable portion of additional land to enable the development of a world-class creative hub around this theater. What this means is that today's commissioning is only the beginning. The restoration of the theater's complex in itself, only the first part of a much larger vision that we see. Indeed, this amazing story of revival of possibility, of artistic and creative excellence is still written here in Igomu. I cannot conclude without paying special tribute to the man, the icon, after whom this center has now been renamed by His Excellency, Mr. President, the person we call Eniogun, himself, Professor Oluwole Akinwande Soyinka, GCON. Konga, Africa's first Nobel laureate in literature. His play, The Trials and Brother of Jero, Jero's Metamorphosis and the Beatification of Area Boy, and his novel, The Interpreters, are all set in Lagos, proof of our beloved city's enduring inspiration. With this official opening of Wole Soyinka Center for Culture and Creative Arts, we're confident that Prof will be spending even more time here in Lagos, on these restored grounds, staging his landmark works and creating new ones for us. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. President, a new Lagos is emerging before our eyes, a true modern megacity of Africa. Festac 77 will no longer stand as a pinnacle of which Lagos can do. It is indeed a serve to the foundation from which now and endless possibilities will rise. I thank His Excellency, Mr. President, for joining us and commissioning this rebirth of Lagos landmark. I thank you for all our partnerships, and I look forward that we all make history and vision a reality. God bless you all, sir. God bless Lagos State. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you very much, sir.